Reunion. Hello, y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello, y'all. Welcome back. Get murder here. He counting money. He said, "Can man, the hell with rap. I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome, ass. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Vickers. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah. I don't like niggas, what's wrong with me? I'm a hype nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. I look and say, take flight, nigga.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog Fantasy app. They'll also match your first deposit up to $100, and you get a special pick when you sign up. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts, Mase and Cam.
Killer, what's good, man?
Very consistent with the cowboy theme, I see.
Yeah, it's the Mavs.
Okay. You picked the Timberwolves, though.
It's the Mavs.
I understand it's the Mavs now, but at the beginning of this series, you picked the Timberwolves. Actually. But that's what they had. I thought it was something else. You had a buckle on it. You said the buckle was for the Maverick. That's what it was. Okay, I got it. Okay. Spoke to Sham earlier today, last night. Yeah.
Shout out to Sham. How you doing?
Yeah, he said they was just finishing media. They ready for tonight, man. Said they're ready.
That's what I want to hear. I don't want no excuses.
I'm just telling you. He ain't give me no more, no less. He said they just getting ready for the night, man.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Fire. Okay, so we're starting the top of the show with LeBron. So on his podcast with Redick, LeBron stated how he is so fucking mad he is no longer Kyrie's running mate. He also said Kyrie is the most gifted player the NBA has ever seen. So in your opinion, is Kyrie the most gifted player? And what did you make of LeBron's comments ahead of the matchup tonight?
Is Kyrie the most gifted player we've ever seen? There's been so many gifted players. Are we saying he's more gifted than Jordan? Is he more gifted than Isaiah Thomas? I think Kyrie has a plethora of when it comes to layup package, pause, and dribbling. Not great defense, not consistent threes, but he's phenomenal when it comes to ball handling, pause, and getting different layups and making different moves. So when people say skills, there's a lot of other skills that you can consider in this conversation. That's what I would say. But he's highly skilled in that area of ball handling and pause and getting different shots off. But then there's defense, there's getting steals, there's blocking shots, there's reboundings, there's assists. He's really just highly skilled in these two areas. But it seemed like that's all the NBA is about these days. So I can see why people say that. And when it comes to LeBron, I think LeBron is just saying that. I mean, it could be some truth to it, but I don't even think Kyrie, I don't know if we're into that yet about who was his best teammate and all of that. Is this that?
We'll go into that
Okay.
follow-up. But first, just that initial statement that he said, that's, of course, let everyone run around going crazy.
Yeah, I think it's just the right thing to say that Kyrie is balling right now because at one time they didn't want to play together. And at one time, I think they was trying to play with it, pause with each other. But then it got to the place where I guess Kyrie felt like he wanted to go to Dallas, and it turned out well. And it turned out well for both of them. Because LeBron got a championship, and now it looked like Kyrie will get one as well.
I'm bugging. My son just walked past that shit. Yeah, look, man. I was doing some research, And LeBron, I'm not saying he doesn't feel the way he feels, but I was just looking to make sure Kyrie's contract isn't over soon, because this LeBron makes ploys like this to try and reel you in, like, because you got to think. And I don't want to put words in his mouth, LeBron that is, but is it an insult to certain players he played with? Yeah.
Yeah.
D'Angelo Russell, you could never. No, and you can never, nigga. AD, you all right, but you ain't this nigga. Maybe D-Wade, he ain't really an insult. But his exact words, did he say, because I watched the clip of it, I didn't watch the whole interview. Did he say that that's his best teammate ever, or he just said, what was the exact quote?
He didn't say that was his best teammate ever, but he said that he's mad that he's not his running mate anymore, and he said he's the most gifted player the NBA has ever seen.
I'm a huge Kyrie fan, but
not most gifted.
For the last 10, 15 years, people are prisoners of the moment. Whatever happened tonight is the best thing ever. You know,
Jeremy Lin, you know?
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's like, bro, come on, we got to stop this prisoner of the moment shit. Now, Kyrie, for his height and his size, pause, he may be the best finisher around the basket for somebody that's 6'1". Or
without
6'2".
dunking.
Yeah, without dunking. You know what I'm saying?
People got to be specific.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he may be the best person I've seen finish around the basket off the left foot with the left hand, right hand off the right foot, reverse spin, floater from the free throw line. All of that is crazy, but the most gifted ever? No, what I will say is this. Those are great points, mates. Those are the two areas I will give him. Probably the best dribble we've ever seen in the NBA.
Yeah.
I will say that. There's been a lot of great ball handlers, but Kyrie's probably the most gifted dribbler we've seen. And the best finisher around the basket without dunking that's under 6'3".
without dunking. Because I was thinking about that. Vince Carter, is he a better finisher around the basket than Vince Carter? And
then see, because
Olajuwon?
Yeah, and not only that, see, because, and it just seems fucked up, and I get it. Bowl, I get it to us. Niggas probably saying it does. And what I'm about to say is because it just gets annoying hearing it from people like us because we just old enough to see it. I just hate to keep bringing up Michael Jordan. I get annoyed with doing it.
Yeah. Because
people don't understand the shit he was doing through the air and going up underneath and it was a time, B. You can't really get the gist of it on YouTube.
Over the basket, going out of bounds.
Yeah, all type of shit. Like it wasn't just dunking on niggas. It was mad finesse. So the three categories I give him is the best finisher without dunking under 6'2" and under, the best handle ever. And I'm going to give him, I'm not going to put a number on what I give him, but clutch shots.
Yeah.
He's not scared of the moment. I would say that. He's definitely not scared of the moment.
You saying he's the best clutch player?
No, I said I'm not putting no number on where he's at.
All right.
I said, I'm not, see, you ain't been eating, so it's fucking your brain up. You fucked up. You're starving yourself, so you're not hearing things correctly. So what I'm saying is that I said, I'm not going to put no specific number, but he's not scared of the moment. That's what I said. I can't put a number on that. So I agree with you out of the two things, but we got to stop this forever shit because we see it right now. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe longer than that now that I'm thinking about, 6, 7 years ago, nobody was better than Steph Curry just shooting. I've never seen nothing like it.
Yeah, I never seen nothing like this.
This is amazing. Every year, you never seen nothing like it. Yes, you have, nigga. Somebody you just
You
put it
got
like this.
ADD.
Yeah, put it like this, and not LeBron. Maybe some people younger people haven't seen it, but that doesn't mean it hasn't been done.
Yeah.
So, I can imagine. Listen, LeBron is a top-notch competitor. You think it's easy for him? Listen, this nigga went to the championship, 10 years in a row when he's in the Eastern Conference, Western Conference championship last year, won a championship a few years ago. He's used to playing about now. Even if it's not the championship, he's used to playing. He's been out for a long time. He's been out for about a month and some change. This is annoying. You got to think about this.
You got to figure out something to do.
Yeah, so when he's watching this, and the nigga he was playing with, and the niggas you be around, you be like, not just the niggas you be around. We was talking about that shit the other day, Murder. When your kids be like, so what happened though? Nah, because Kyrie. So y'all said something to each other and stopped speaking, and then he wanted to trade. So that's why y'all not playing together?
You let that happen?
I thought you said be the bigger person, but I don't know. Yeah, so, when you got to start explaining shit to your kids, and your kids is I'm not saying that LeBron James kids are, I'm just saying certain shit when you get older, you get a certain space, and they're marveling over somebody that used to be your teammate or your friend or your running buddy or whatever. It's annoying. Think about this. They're about to get ready for the Olympics. Kyrie Irving's not on the team. He's not on the team. It's crazy.
Well, they ain't put Isaiah on the team.
Yeah. This is true.
And then just for more context for LeBron's reasonings, he said he has the best gifts I've ever seen of any NBA player. I've never seen a guy in my NBA life that feels better at times shooting with his offhand than he does with his primary hand. If Kyrie's off in a game with his right hand, he will literally go exclusively to his left hand. I've never seen nothing like that. So that was just the reasoning behind what he said. But also, I'm sure it adds to them being in the finals and stuff right now and him reminiscing.
Yeah, come on. That is one of those statements that you got to pay attention to. Like Killer said, the words, because he's never seen it. We don't know what he's watched outside of playing basketball. So we can't take that with any like strong emphasis, because we don't know what he's watched outside of the NBA. We know he saw some games, but
LeBron, you're left-handed. You play with your right hand. Bro, the man is primarily left-handed. He writes and everything with his left hand, but he plays with his right. So you've never seen nobody do something that you're doing every day for your whole career. Okay.
You calling cap on LeBron?
Yo, bro, I'm telling you. Now, he's a right-handed basketball player. I get it. But he's primarily left-handed. So he's saying he never seen nobody do something with the hand that they don't use and feel more comfortable using it, when that's what he did his whole career. I know I'm being like...
So are you calling cap is the question. Are you calling cap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he does it. He's been doing it for 20 years. He's been playing with his right hand and he's left-handed for 20 years. So you can't sit there and say, I've never seen somebody do something more comfortable with that other hand. Basically, whatever hand he wants to use, basically saying the hand that he's not strongest with. And you made a living off of it your whole career.
It's kind of like a two-part discussion because we know that this is filling the media right now. So do you guys think that Kyrie is the best teammate that LeBron has ever had?
No. I would say 100% emphatically that Kyrie is not the best player that LeBron has ever played with. And my reason for saying that is that when you think of everything that LeBron was able to do with Kyrie, even the time when him and Kyrie separated, yes, Kyrie was phenomenal. But I think, like Killer said, we're becoming prisoners of the moment and not realizing that D Wade was going crazy in Miami and that LeBron went and played with him. And at one time, D Wade is a mentor to LeBron. He taught LeBron certain things. I would go on as far as saying he showed him how to win on the biggest level. Even made the adjustment of putting himself second so LeBron can be first because he knew that's what it was going to take for them to win. So you're talking about four finals and winning 50% at the finals with D Wade and D Wade numbers speak for themselves. I mean, you're a fellow Floridian, you know that. And this is what it means when somebody is a prisoner of the moment. They start thinking because of Kyrie doing this now that he was better with LeBron. That's emphatically no.
Yeah. Well, when we talk about D Wade, he's actually from the Midwest, Chicago. He went to get money in Florida, but he's not from Florida. He's from Chicago, from the Midwest. Don't forget the Shire. Shout out to Chicago, South Side, West Side, them hundreds, K-Town. Salute, nigga. Y'all know what time it is for me. That's third home after Ohio.
So now you're by way of Chicago.
They know it. I did the song, nigga. I'm from, listen, them niggas out on the South Side in the hundreds, they know I fuck with them, but I'm a West Side nigga. Van Bruin and Pulaski, I'm right off of that street. K-Town, the greenhouse is gone, but shout out to my nigga Duke, the whole family out there. My nigga, matter of fact, I asked Twister. Twister was in the same neighborhood, 600 Breezy, them my niggas. 600 Breezy was a young boy. You see me out there when he was a little kid, man.
I'm going to find out where I used to stay in Chicago.
If you have to ask where you used to live, it's crazy. That's actually wild. But I think you have a good point, Mase, but as far as D-Wade, and it can't really be argued, but only thing I would argue with that, and it can't be argued, I agree with that. But only thing I would say is that if Kevin Durant didn't go to Golden State, we don't know how many championships that Cleveland would have won with Kyrie and Kevin Love, because it was actually 1-1 when Kevin Durant went to Golden State. Golden State won one. Cleveland came back down 3-1 in the championship, and they won the championship. And I was like, this could be great for the next couple of years because we don't know who's going to win. And then when Kevin Durant went to Golden State, it was just like, y'all know it. Y'all know this shit is about to be a dub. So definitely can't argue with D-Wade and the points you made, absolutely. But D-Wade taking a back seat to LeBron. Because like you said, he knew what that would take for them to win. Chris Bosh being there, Ray Allen, great team. But I really would have liked to see if Kevin Durant didn't go to Golden State those 3 or 4 years, because they played 4 years in a row in the championship as well. And that would have been incredible just to see Kyrie, Kevin Love, and LeBron against the Splash Brothers, Draymond, and whoever, Andre Iguodala, and whoever other pieces they had around. I was like, this could be really good for the next half a decade or so. But Kevin Durant came and basically tipped the scale, and it was a foregone conclusion who was going to win the title before the season started. I can't argue with anything you said, but if that didn't happen, that would have been a great 4 or 5 years of basketball to watch, because you wouldn't know.
Yeah, and for everybody that's arguing that point, don't forget that Wade carried LeBron in those finals.
Excuse me.
Don't forget that.
Okay. And then, as we know, the NBA...
And Kyrie, not cut you off, Kyrie. Kyrie hit them shots, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ray Allen, too. Ray Allen saved the championship one year.
Everybody walked out of the arena.
Yeah, exactly. So, you have some good teammates throughout the years, absolutely.
Okay. And then, like I was saying, as we know, the NBA is closing on its new media rights deal. $76 billion over 11 years is the price tag. With ESPN, NBC, and Amazon, it will also include rights to WNBA telecasts. So we know that this will end TNT coverage. That's already causing a lot of commotion on social media. But as the deal is closing in and we are getting closer, what do you guys think of it, knowing now the numbers and then TNT leaving and WNBA also being telecasted?
There's a lot of things we could share when it comes to this. When you think of this $76 billion, I got some good insight on this particular topic. When you look at NBC, right? Just to start with NBC, they're putting in 2.5 billion of the money, but they want 100 games per season, right? So then you got Amazon getting 1.8 billion dollars for the regular season and the playoffs, but they want the play in as well. So now they're just really like shifting it out to different companies to come up with this number. But the one that I thought was most intriguing was Disney. Disney put up 2.6 billion a year just to do the finals, pretty much, and the number of games they're gonna have is gonna change. It won't be like before when ESPN had pretty much way more games. Their games are gonna come down, and in exchange, they're gonna be able to get the WNBA that you was talking about. So there's a lot of new money, but it's a lot of things that are gonna change, and it's gonna be even new for people that watch cable and direct TV and all of those different things because they used to. I know myself used to getting that information from TNT or watching this big game on TNT. Now to see that on Amazon is going to be different, but Amazon is the ones with the most money at this point. So I think it's a great thing. All the players are going to get more. Even the league minimum is going up, and this plays into Caitlin Clark. I know people don't want to have that conversation, and I'm not out here rooting for Caitlin Clark. I'm just telling the truth. This has a lot to do with who people are gonna see, and when I say who people are gonna see, she brought those viewers there as well as the other rookies, but she spearheaded it.
Just to add, because you said you're not out here rooting for Caitlin Clark. I feel like you are, which is fine.
No, I'm not rooting for her. I'm just stating facts.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes when you state facts that people don't want to acknowledge, it seems like you're rooting for this person when realistically, this is the person that brought it to the table. If someone else was able to do it, it would have happened before her. Sometimes you're just a pioneer for it. It doesn't make you the greatest person, but you were the one that did it, you know?
Yeah. It's like recognizing her contribution.
Yeah, that's her contribution. Her brand brought this to the table. Doesn't mean she's better than anybody. Doesn't mean she will be better than anybody. Doesn't mean she's always right. And all of the things that people try to add on to just that statement, she brought that to the table. They wanted to see those games because of her.
Okay. And Cam, your thoughts?
Sound like you wanted to have static. What was you going to say? You were going to say it doesn't sound like you're rooting for her, but well, what was you going to say?
Me? No, because the way I interpreted that, I was like, I thought you were rooting for Caitlin, which is fine. Like,
no, I think one day we really do need to have Killer. One day we need to have a show where we really just go through what's going on in the WNBA, because as much as we say the things that we say, people are still unclear. That's what it seemed like to me. And it seemed like people don't acknowledge the truth.
Just shameless self-promo on Check Out the Stat. I definitely do a what's new in the W. So if you guys are really trying to get more up to date, check out that segment. I give what's going on in the week and do a breakdown of the different teams. Okay.
Well, just sorry to inform you, Mase, is that we could do 10 shows like that. People still won't understand. People are going to want to say what they want to say, feel how they want to feel, and say that we are hating and that we're rooting for Caitlin Clark. You can sit down and have the most logical explanations and answers, and it will go over people's head, or they'll go in one ear and out the other, or they won't pay attention to it, and they'll sit there and say, "Bo." Basically, and,
I said, "There's no way." I was having this conversation today, like, yo, Killer is not defending Caitlin Clark. I'm not defending no Caitlin Clark. I'm just telling you we understand business, and understanding business, this is what's leading that business. You got to know who the brand and ambassador is.
And what happens is a lot of time as well is that people never done business on a high level, so they'll never understand.
Yeah.
They if you never done business on a high level, and there's no disrespect, sometimes you just don't have the opportunity and it wasn't presented to you. There's a lot of people that may be smart enough to do it, but haven't been presented with the opportunity to do business on a higher scale, and you won't ever get it. You won't ever understand it. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're talking about, even like I watch different shows and different takes, and when people say things similar to what you just said, it seems like you're sucking Caitlin Clark, so to speak. It's like, yo, nobody suck Caitlin. You know what the nigga called and asked me? He said, yo, so how does this work? How do you balance it? Do you let her score 20 every now and then because you don't want her not to be shit in 2-3 years and the private jets disappear? He said, so how do you balance it? Because he said, she fuck around and be Kwame Brown in a year and a half or 2 years, and now niggas is being like, well, we don't think y'all deserve private jets, and we don't think y'all niggas deserve
and
the
everybody
suites.
Go back to Greyhound.
So now, so he said, do the girls need to have a meeting to figure out, yo, let's niggas stupid.
Yeah, people don't understand that. It's like, and somebody will hear this and be like, Mase, I don't agree with this either, but it's the truth. It's like when you think of Rockefeller, right? You have Jay-Z who broke the label, right? But after everybody started becoming, Rockefeller became something bigger. So the expansion of the brand came through somebody different.
Right.
The person who established it. It's the same way with me. Biggie established Bad Boy. I expanded it, to all the other places.
Right.
So the same way, you got Cheryl Hoops and all Swoops and all of these people that established it. But that's what I'm saying. Caitlin Clark is the one that said, okay, now I can make this go to other people. And they used her brand to go to those people. It didn't matter if she was good or not. That's what caused it to go. It's like the person who first wore Fashion Nova. Now everybody's wearing it. But keep in mind, there was somebody who made this available to everybody. That's all we're saying. Right. We're not championing nobody, especially if they don't produce. Definitely not. It is what it is.
Well, yeah, to add on to the actual question, I'm not, and Mase did a great job of breaking down the numbers. I didn't get that detailed with it, but if you think a couple billion ain't included because Caitlin Clark in the $76 billion deal, you're bugging. I don't know exactly the breakdown, but believe me, it's part of it, and it's great for women because my thing is this, as much as we've been seeing people argue back and forth and, Stephen A. and Monica McNutt and other people and so on and so forth, the conversation is there and you're going to have eyeballs on it. So to me, it's like, I had to tell one of my old coaches, my man, Coach Dave, the other day, 2 days ago, actually. He's asking my opinion on the Caitlin Clark thing, and I was like, she's not pumping it. It isn't like she's out there complaining, bitching, motherfucking saying they not playing right. She's doing her job as a basketball player, showing up.
Who are you saying?
Talking to Coach Dave about, he called to ask me my opinion about what's going on with Caitlin Clark. And I said, Caitlin Clark's not out here crying.
Yeah.
She's not beefing. You can't get mad, because he's mad about how people are basically saying that she's getting bullied and so on and so forth. I said, well, she's not crying about it. You can't get mad at whatever people's writing because you'll be fighting a fight.
You're fighting robots.
Yeah, everybody with a smartphone got an opinion. So, you know what I'm saying? So if you got a smartphone, you got an opinion. You can't fight everybody. And what I was telling him was, with these other females, it's like this. I said, if you want my honest opinion, it's is to me, growing up and playing basketball, if I'm these other females, in the Stephon Marbury and Felipe Lopez era, all they got to do is average. Stephon Marbury, and he's super good player, nice, and he got better each year. But he's been that dude in the quote unquote basketball echelons since he was 8. So if he gets 12 points and 6 assists, oh my God. He put it in the paper.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was the most spectacular 12.6 assists
you could ever. Easiest 12 I've ever seen.
Yeah, like it's all that. And then, you know, if a nigga gets 17 and 2 rebounds, oh my God. And you sitting there like, yo, I had 30 last night. So when you see that, you want to when you play against them, you're going to play harder, or you're going to try and show your skills, or you're going to show you that you're better. Is it Stephon Marbury or Felipe Lopez's fault that the papers are following them around, that the cameramen are following them around, that the basketball, quote unquote, basketball experts are saying these are the best 2 players in New York City? It's not their fault. And if the envy comes from players like myself or Mase or whoever else was around that time, oh, well, yeah, we're going to be mad because we feel that we're better than them or just as good as them and we're not getting the recognition. But it's not their fault that they're getting that attention. So that's what I would say. That's what I had to tell Dave about that as well.
And Dave, listen to this. Also, unlike the people in the WNBA, we weren't trying to hurt Steph.
Yeah, at all.
We just wanted to stop him.
This is true.
We wasn't giving no dirty fouls. I wasn't trying to undercut Felipe Lopez as he go for a layup.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, to be totally honest with you, and not even, you know, I know it's years later, we really got the best of niggas pause when we played against niggas.
Every time.
Every time. So it wasn't like we had to do none of that, because it wasn't no time when I played against them, I didn't get mine. But if you sit there and beat them by 3 points and you have 30 and Steph has 15, they're like, he played exceptional. Wait a fucking minute, them niggas lost. So you're right, Murder. We wasn't even trying to hurt niggas. Yeah, so you're right. But
all that.
That's how I felt.
That's more so what I'm speaking of. Like, don't allow exactly what Cam is saying to make you take that out on a person that did nothing to you. She's just playing the game. You trying to prove something to her. It's not her, it's the sponsors.
And then a last question before we go to break. So the Lakers are closing in on JJ Redick as head coach. Is this a decision, if it goes through, that you guys co-sign? Think it's the right choice?
I'm going to say this, like, and I know we're not trying to go viral. Listen, but Cam, if JJ Redick gets that job, I truly believe both of us could coach. I really believe that.
Yeah, me too.
No cap, neither. We're not trolling. I know to somebody that hears us think, they might be trolling.
No, listen, he has no experience. Steve Nash had no experience. You know what they're saying right now? They're saying that his podcast is basically, with LeBron, is basically an interview for the job. They basically like, yo, this nigga's having an on-air interview every week for the job. Now let's think about this. There was 3 candidates, right, that they mentioned soon as Darwin Ham got fired. It was 3 candidates. It was Jason Kidd, who was already coaching. Soon as that happened, Dallas signed him 3 days later. The second candidate was Ty Lue. We was here when Rich Paul had the meeting with Ty Lue a week or 2 ago. That deal got done since then. There was only one other candidate left. And basically, y'all guys are watching him audition. I don't know if you've seen one of the episodes. I haven't watched the whole episode, but I've been watching clips. It's actually one clip where he got the marker board with the basketball court, and he like, well, if you do the X here and you run this play, you come up and draw the screen, and then when you slide here, this, I say, yo, what is this? You really auditioning, nigga. Why are we doing X's and O's on the podcast, nigga? He's trying to do an X and O situation on the podcast. I say, yo, you can't make this shit up right here, B. So who was other candidates that we heard besides the three that we just named? Those were the three from the very beginning. So yeah, absolutely. He's going to get the job because we haven't even heard another name besides the three I just named, and the other two just extended their contracts. Duh. Oh, what are we going to talk about? And JJ Redick gets the Lakers job. Okay, so we'll have more. We'll just extend this conversation till next week when they hire the nigga. Look, man, the nigga been auditioning with this podcast for the last month and a half. He's going to get the job because there hasn't even been another name brought up. Do you have any other suggestions besides us?
So the other name being brought up is the Pelicans' associate head coach.
Okay.
But JJ Redick.
What's his name?
James Borrego.
You just had to read that?
I had it. Yeah, I had the notes up. I ain't know about the Pelicans' associate coach.
Say, yo, throw another name out there so it don't look crazy.
I know of someone that I would think of that would do exceptionally well at the Lakers. Sam Cassell.
Yeah,
he's been doing a lot of great work behind the scenes, and that's sometimes why people don't get me because I think unconventionally. But
that's a great name though,
Sam Cassell.
And sometimes to me, because that's a spectacular name. He's been assistant coaching for a long time. What I think is sometimes it's two things. What I'm about to say. Sometimes people don't want a head coaching job. Some people are comfortable
they like
with
their freedom.
Yeah, I want to be where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm player development. I don't have to go to the press conference. I deal with the players. I don't have to deal with all the bullshit. I like where I'm at. Secondly, not only that they don't want to be a head coach, but if they do want to be a head coach, I don't want to be my first job to be with the Lakers.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure. That's a whole lot of pressure just being a part of that organization. Thirdly, I don't want to coach LeBron James as the first time for my head. So this is a lot of variables and a lot of different layers just with this one job. Does it come with a lot of money? Probably more money than they're making there. Absolutely. But I remember Ty Lue, when he's coaching Cleveland, had to call out sick for like about 3 weeks because he was high blood pressure or whatever. And he said, this is the hardest job in the world, coaching LeBron James. So where you called out sick for 2 weeks from...
Why is that?
That's what we would have to Google that if you want to Google it and find out. But he called out sick and he said the hardest job in the world is coaching LeBron James because you got to imagine, and I'm just guessing, I'm pretty sure Stat will pull up exactly why, what he said, et cetera, but the pressure to win at that time.
Yeah.
And to make sure that you exceed expectations when you have LeBron James in his prime, you have to win. I say this all the time, especially football coaches, basketball coaches too. Their job is very hard because when I say that, you have to get there before the players, you leave after the players, you go home and you watch tape. And after you watch tape, you have to scheme and put plays together and do scouting reports from team to team to team, series to series, championship to championship. And it's not just a 48-minute thing when you're playing. It's almost a 20-hour-a-day job when you're a head coach, if you're doing the right thing. And if it's not going smooth, it becomes a headache.
Yeah. And then just for the answer, there is no defined answer. It's just LeBron gave his thoughts saying it was well overdue. He's got to focus on his health anyways. And he didn't give much further, further information onto why. So.
Yeah, I do think that if given the opportunity, JJ Redick will do a great job because he checked one of the boxes of being a great coach. And that's most great coaches are people who didn't have an outstanding NBA career.
Dang.
Is it true?
That was just
think about Ty Lue, great coach. Was Phil Collins, Phil Jackson, right?
Pat Riley,
All niggas who played in the NBA, but they wasn't the superstars.
What about Jason Kidd?
He's an anomaly. He's an anomaly. But most of the times it's the guys who was good, but they had to work very hard because that translate into coaching. When we saw Magic coach, we saw Jordan try to run a team. We saw Isaiah do the New York Knicks.
Yeah, this
right?
is true. Very true.
Pat Ewing at Georgetown, and niggas who are superstars did.
Yeah, because
you see what I'm saying, Stats? Sometimes I say things that you
I just always ask for clarification because people hear things differently. But
yeah, because if I just left it at that, people will be like, "Yo, he tried to kill JJ Redick just now." Pause. No, it's a going thing. Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr was decent. He wasn't no superstar. Though.
That's what I'm saying. It's never the superstars, hardly.
I'll just add though, JJ Redick, if he does become the head coach, it just feels too calculated based off of you guys' points earlier. Because I'm just like, y'all just coincidentally start like an In the Mind basketball podcast, and then like the coach gets fired, and then you and LeBron James become best friends. It's just like a happily ever after story.
What do you do with the podcast though?
But that's what I'm saying. Like they differentiated it by making it into the minds for the basketball fanatics.
Basically,
it's supposed to be super in depth.
Shit is wild corny, she said. Shit is wild, super corny. Like, let's do a podcast. Hey, you want to be my coach?
And I'm saying it in the most respectful way that I can say it, but that's literally what it comes across. And I'm just not buying it. Like, it's very
Kim, you from Ohio. Won't you take over
No, the whole shit is, the thing about it is this.
You got Riz.
You can't get mad at LeBron for pulling what he won't pull. JJ Redick, you fell into it. He didn't know he was getting lined. LeBron,
he was getting lined.
That's the shit LeBron did to him when training day. or he did the nigga said, I've been playing this all week, son. He said, you on Sherm. Nigga said, you put me on this.
You like this in the passenger
nigga
seat.
said, you playing this all day. Nigga said, I've been playing it all week, son. He lied. Them niggas is smart. Rich Paul, Maverick, LeBron, Red. Them niggas is very well calculated. Like I said, this is not by accident on his part. JJ Redick may be thinking, I earned it. Yeah. Nah, bro, you been lying, bro. You've been lying by the Midwest finest. Come on down. I'm just contesting.
On the Price is Right.
Yeah, it's a lot. But at the end of the day, I'm not knocking it. If he gets the good money, shout out to him. But it's just too phony to me.
But once he become the coach, that's what I'm really asking. What happens to the podcast?
Murder, you know how much money the coach get and how much LeBron get? They ain't gonna care about no podcast. This was a setup. I'm not saying they won't do it, but I guarantee you. Listen, if nigga cared about the money for the podcast, they wouldn't be worrying about the coaching job. They'd be like, I'm fine, I'm good. You know what I do want to add though, real quick? I don't know if we got this for a topic before we go to break. Did y'all see Pat McAfee get an extension? He got a 2-year extension. Did y'all see that? Are we talking about that? We don't have to talk about it. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Nigga
Shout out to Pat.
Yeah, he called a girl a white bitch and get an extension, man. Shit, wow. That nigga ESPN, they starting to get it.
They started.
Nigga said that white bitch. Nigga said, get that man an
give him an extension.
Give him 2 years, nigga. I was like, this type, wow. I didn't know if y'all heard about that, though.
But that goes back to what the thing I was trying to explain. It's the person that goes with what they want to do. If you go with what they want to do, then the money flows behind it. You see what I'm saying now?
Stat, you don't have to just say yeah to move on. It seems like that's what you be doing.
I'm schooling her as she goes so she can know.
I don't be believing she jacking out the stuff you saying. I think she just be like, yeah, keep it moving. I'm just telling you my opinion.
That was a good point right there. Because if somebody else said it,
I think you make a lot of good points.
They'll be kicked off there.
I believe you make a lot of good points. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you from where I'm looking at. I'm not disagreeing with either one of y'all. Just seems like, you know how sometimes you want to
it's like
get your dad or your uncle to figure out. Then you say, you right. But do you really get it?
I mean, I get it, but that was funny.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm looking from this angle. Pause. That's what I'm saying.
Like, that's not, listen.
I am. This is what it seemed like.
Okay. So we're going to go to break. When we return, we will discuss Tua. Don't go anywhere.
Harlem shit, yeah, we the shit. Shit all year round is money season. Every flip counts. I got rich over this bounce. Girl, ain't no sales in Gucci. We ain't looking for a discount. No. My man Sin City say it's only money. It's only money. Ain't no sales in Gucci, baby. It's only money. It's only money. Why you acting funny? Yeah, it's only money. It's only money.
Welcome back. Now let's get into our Underdog Fantasy picks of the day. Tonight, the Mavs will play the Celtics. Underdog Fantasy has Porzingis at 24 points, rebounds, and assists. Do you have him higher or lower? Mase.
24. Lower.
Porzingis? Low. Think they're going to work him back into the system.
Okay. Drew Holiday is at 4.5 assists. Do you have him higher or lower, Cam?
Higher.
Okay. And PJ Washington is at 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
Higher.
Lower.
Okay. Download the Underdog Fantasy app and you can make your picks too. So during football OTAs, someone we've seen who has had a massive physical change is Miami Dolphins' very own Tua. Does this transformation concern you all, or do you guys see an upside to his weight loss?
Man, OJ. I remember OJ brought this up about Tua, right? Was it Tua that somebody called thick?
No, that was what you call it.
Thank
That's looking brutal. Because you know he has grapes.
Oh, nah. I bought him an apple. Here's some chicken if you want it from Hank.
Nah, I'm good.
You sure?
I have for a day. Keep the doctor.
You can have a stack.
Nah, because people won't leave me alone ever since you called me out about them chicken nuggets.
You got. I'm gonna eat. You don't want it? Like, you
I'll
chicken,
definitely
right?
take it.
Okay.
Right now.
Woo!
Thought you were actually eating the apple. Wait, this is a lot.
You know that Hank's chicken, boy.
His apple tastes like pizza. That's how niggas start lying to themselves.
Okay.
I don't even have words. Like, this is like, what?
My bad.
All good.
What was your question again, Scott?
So, Tua, massive weight loss transformation. Does this concern you, or do you think that there is some upside to that?
Well, actually,
and can't even concentrate. You want some of this? You want some of this chicken, man? It's right there. I bought it for you. You sure? That's that Hanks nigga. You know you love that, man. Delicious. I'm gonna eat that now.
now, as we were saying, they asked me about Tua and his weight loss, right? Wait one moment.
Nigga can't think. Hanks.
Feels like a mukbang.
Huh?
Feels like a mukbang. When you eat on camera, people like that.
What?
Hearing people chew and like eat in the mic. It's a mukbang.
I like that.
Yeah.
That sounds wild.
I'm
freaky.
serious. Like people like that. That's a thing.
Yeah, but we're just talking about Tua in this situation of losing a lot of weight. When you think about it, it's not really a bad idea because I know last year he was getting ragdoll paws all through the season every time, but they wasn't able to do it. This was his healthiest season because he gained weight. But now the team want him to lose weight. They said they think that if he loses weight, he'll have more mobility. But I don't think that really makes sense. So I just gave a bunch of points. I'm kind of lightheaded. So I'm going to go back to eating my fruit and let the chicken eaters talk. So if I didn't make sense, it's because I'm lightheaded. I'm trying to eat vegan.
Yeah, thank you, man. Good luck. Yep. All right, thank you. Motherfucker. What the hell? It's hanging. It's Mace's favorite shit right here. I see why. I don't know what the fuck Mace was just talking.
I said this was Tua's healthiest season.
I don't know what the question was. Could you?
Oh God. Basically, Tua has had a massive transformation. He has visibly lost a lot of weight. Do you guys have concern after seeing that, or do you guys see an upside to this?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm concerned.
I thought you answered the question.
But after all of that, see, I like to give all of the points that people are thinking, but then still make my point at the end.
Nah, you
I'm concerned.
You got to this your shit right here.
I'm concerned.
All right. Why? You want to elaborate?
Because he was his healthiest when he was heavier. Pause.
Okay.
And we're gonna be able to make him fall more and grab him, fall, and swing him wherever. Pause, because he's lighter now. And he's not a runner. So I don't know how that's going to help.
I think he had a tremendous season last season. He wasn't hurt like he was the season before. Whatever. You taking that to go, huh? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I ain't knocking.
That take McDonald's to go, though.
Okay. I literally don't even eat it anymore. That was one time, y'all.
Yeah, nuggets in our
I'm
bag.
cooking my own food. No, it's not.
That's crazy.
You see what I got in here? Rice cakes. I eat healthy.
You really from the 904. You had nuggets in your purse.
Anyways.
Whatever sauce he was at Paws last year. You didn't put no hot sauce in it? Maybe a hot sauce. Whatever sauce he was at last year, he needs to stay there. He had a terrific year last year. They didn't get the job done, but they had a tremendous season. I think they scored like 70 points last year in one game. They really played really, really good. He had an outstanding season. They just came up short. Maybe he wasn't comfortable walking around at that size, and maybe he'll gain the weight back when the season starts. But whatever size he was playing at last year, it was healthy for him. Not when I say healthy, meaning he wasn't catching concussions and getting slammed around and getting hurt, so on and so forth. But whatever size he was last year, I think that's where he needs to stay at.
That was crazy too.
That's cool. That's cool.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it was crazy. But when you delirious from hunger, you're gonna look for anything at this point. Now you mad at me, so it was crazy. You right, it was. You was.
Did you know what you said?
Yeah, I wilded out. I did. I did. That's cool. I'm not lightheaded. I'm not starving. I ain't gonna knock you if you want a piece of chicken murder. Now everything I'm gonna be said for the rest of the show is gonna be scrutinized. You want pizza? That ain't meat paws. That ain't dairy. Oh, there's dairy.
I'm vegan for the next.
It's a vegan pizza. Killing that apple like a teacher, man.
Okay. So last one before we wrap. Everybody can finish their food. So Justin Jefferson just became the highest paid non-QB in NFL history after agreeing to a 4-year, $140 million contract. In comparison, it's around the same as Jordan Poole's current deal on the NBA side. So thoughts on that stat, and then Justin Jefferson getting a nice little payday.
Well, let me finish my apple. Pause.
Y'all done fuck murder whole shit. Yo.
God. This is not real.
I gotta chill. I shouldn't. Gorgie said he missed the discipline. I was trying to see how it go.
I'm locked in now. Pause. Well, 4 years, 140 million. 110 of it is guaranteed.
It's me.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
It's me.
We put the food away so we can finish the show.
Go ahead, you go. Stat, you take it away.
That's great for it's great for Justin Jefferson, well-deserved, super talented receiver, hurt a lot of last year. Kirk Cousins is gone. They need somebody to stay there to help out with the new quarterback. The disparity we we're realizing is the pay in the NFL and the NBA. If we're comparing Justin Jefferson and Jordan Poole, now if Jordan Poole was an NBA player, he'd be like fucking Luka or Kyrie or I don't want to put him at the top, but he's a fucking top 3 wide receiver. Jordan Poole's not that. So I'm just trying to compare if Justin Jefferson was somebody in the NBA, who would I compare him to?
It'd be like Shea.
Yeah, yes. That's a great comparison. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So we need to figure out if the NFL is America's biggest sport that grosses the most, why are they getting paid the least? And risking injury probably the highest when it comes to baseball, basketball, or football. We know it's no salary cap in baseball. We know that the salary cap is expanding every year when it comes to basketball. What the fuck is going on in football to where these players are not being celebrated, are ecstatic and excited that they're getting these big contracts, which is big for the NFL. But then when you sit there and think about this, you got Justin Jefferson getting $140 million, and Jaylen Brown got more than double that for the same time period.
Yeah.
Maybe almost triple no, not triple, but it's more than double. What are we doing here, NFL? What are we doing?
But their argument would be is more people on the team.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 12 people. And another, but to your point.
Very good point.
Yeah, but to your point, when you look at the route that he's on the route to be a Hall of Famer. If he consistently stay with this, he's already got more yards than a Hall of Famer Randy Moss, and more than CeeDee Lamb when they was at 25 years old.
Yeah. But you're right, Mase. 53 niggas compared to 12, so you're right. Absolutely. 100% right.
You gotta break the bag down.
Yep, you're right.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. And as always,
enjoy your chicken, man.
Damn, sound sincere. All right. There's pizza too, man. What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. 2 Big Macs. Like when they doing them 2 for $5.